this has peaks and valleys.
Right.
Let's start with the good.
I hosted my own comedy show at the Improv in Ontario, California.
Right.
And those that know me know I love changing clothes and wigs and all kind of stuff when I host. And I had left one of my outfit in the green room, and I realized it, and I was like, but I had already made it home, and I was like, oh man, I get it Friday. I said Monique gonna be there the weekend, the Academy Award winner Monique. And I was like, ooh, I could get my outfit and get me a picture with Monique. I was excited about that. So when I went over there, she had a 7 o'clock and a 9 o'clock show that night. And the general manager gave me my little bag. He said, I'm sorry, Miss Arkansas, we can't let you in. It's sold out. And, you know, normally, regardless if it's sold out or not, I can go in there. But certain people that have a show, you can't just stand around in the Improv, and then you can't just go in no anybody green room. So I was able to respect that. So I was getting ready to leave, and a young lady stopped me. She said, excuse me, are you getting ready to buy a ticket? I said, no, they said they sold out. I guess I'll go to karaoke. She said, well, my sister couldn't make it. Here, God bless you. That lady gave me a $65 ticket. I said I knew it wasn't nobody but God, because anybody else would have been like, I got a ticket you could buy, you know? So that
turned out to be like a Willy Wonka ticket.
Right. So that was Monique's 7 o'clock show, and she had a 9. So when I went in there, the general manager looking at me like, how did she get in here? You know, but he didn't say it. He just looked like it. But anyway, when the show was once over, the line was like a Six Flag line. I mean, long. But me being me, I kind of talked to people. I cut, till I made it up there to Monique. And all I said was, hi, Monique. I'm comedian Miss Arkansas. She said, baby, would you like to do some time on my next show? So I did 5 minutes on her 9 o'clock show. She said she had to come out the green room to see what the people were laughing at. So I told her, I said, well, let's get us a picture till the next time I see you. And then, you know, she came back a year later. I bought a ticket. I said, they ain't gonna be able to tell me that. So I went to see her, and all I wanted was a picture, a selfie. And she was like, baby, come back tomorrow night and close out my show with me. So I did that. And when I got done, she said, come in the green room. She said, you are amazing. People need to see you. They need to know you. She said, I have a few tour dates coming up, and I'm going to take you on the road with me. That lady took me to Chicago, 4 sold-out shows at the Improv in Chicago. When she had her residency out here in Las Vegas at the SLS Hotel and Casino, I did her first 13 shows. And once again, I had been trying to get in the Apollo in Harlem, New York, like 30 years on amateur night, and they act like I wasn't no one. But God used her 2 years ago to take me there, and oh my God, it was amazing, one of the biggest moments in my life. But, you know, that came to an end. You know how you could be so happy, and then it's like something come from out of nowhere to try to take away that happiness or bring your high down or something.
Yeah, welcome to my life.
And that's what happened with me. First, before I got into my jokes, I was like, hold up, Apollo. Before I start telling my jokes, I got to give God some praises. I said, I've been trying to get in this place over 30 years on amateur night. I say, but the God I serve said I ain't no amateur, so I'm here, Apollo, and them people went bananas.
Great.
So everything else I said and done, it was like smooth sailing, you know? Mm-hmm. And then when I got done, the young lady that was on the show with us, instead of her saying, give it up for Miss Arkansas one more time, y'all, you know how you normally do a comedian when they're done. She tried to tell a joke, right? She tried to tell a joke and ride off of my wave instead of giving it up for me. So she brought Monique out. Monique cursed them people out. Everybody know how she cursed. She cursed those people out and made them stand up for her and give her a standing ovation. Then she did her thing, and when she got done, Her and the host was out on the stage and they were just talking. Oh, they were just talking. I started feeling like, she wasn't gonna call me out or I wasn't a part of it or something. That's how I started feeling on the inside. Then all the people in the back where I was were like, dog, Miss Arkansas, she ain't gonna bring you back out. They started feeling some kind of way. So that let me know if they feeling some kind of way, the people in the audience got to be feeling some kind of way, and they just showed me all this love. So
Right.
when I tell y'all I walked back out there and those people act like I was Whitney Houston or somebody, they stood up, they screamed, they clapped, they hollered. Oh my God, I've been looking on YouTube trying to find it. I know somebody videoed it. But she got so upset. She said, I didn't appreciate you not allowing me to bring you back out properly. I told her, I said, Monique, you're not upset because I walked back out, because I walked out at the shows in Chicago, Las Vegas, Ontario. You didn't have a problem with it. I said, you had a problem because you had to cuss those people out and make them stand up. And all I did was walked out and they stood up. And when I told her that, she had her assistant to give me my check, and it was in an envelope. And if it didn't come in the mail, I'm going to open my envelope right then. Mm-hmm. So I opened it, and come to find out she spelled my name wrong. I fixed that check, and I seen where her banking was, and I went to that bank and I cashed it. And then one of my friends came from Maryland to support me. And I heard Monique tell her people, say, be in the lobby at 3:30. That's in the morning. And I told my friend, I say, you can lay here till checkout time. I say, I'm going to see what's going on. So I got my bags and I went down to the lobby. And they was actually getting ready to leave. I asked this young lady, I said, excuse me, how I supposed to get back to the airport? She said, you don't have Uber or Lyft on your phone? I had to ask God to forgive me. I said, no, I ain't got Uber, Lyft, or no cash. I said, she paid me in a check. So the young lady got an Uber. They were rushing her, telling her to come on and stuff. And she was like, no, I'm not leaving till you get in that Uber. So then they finally left. Then when everybody got home, I got home. She was like, you coming over to the club Thursday? I thought she wanted me to perform. I get over there, the show over. She said, Miss Arkansas, come in the green room. I go in there, it's me, her, and her security guard. What did you think about New York? I said, I had the time of my life. I say, your girl Corey, I almost cursed her out a few times. I said it like that. And I say, overall, it was amazing. She said, well, let me tell you what I thought. She said, Corey said that your friend opened her wine and poured herself some and somebody else some. I said, hold up. When you in VIP, don't that stuff belongs to everybody? Like that. And then she said that the young lady supposedly had a problem with my friend being in our green room. I was like, she couldn't have had a problem with her being in there. She asked her to help her with her nappy hair and them ugly outfits. So she was asking my friend to help her. But my thing is, if she had a problem with her being in there, the right thing to do was, Miss Arkansas, can you ask her to leave out of here? Not go to Monique and say something, And then it was a table. You can't find this table in not one picture that was taken that night. But it was a table with a whole lot of stuff on it. It looked like the table needed to be cleaned off or removed. I had been walking around for a little while with a plate with 3 pieces of little chicken wings on it because, we were so busy. I was trying to find time to eat it. So I ended up sitting it on that table. She said, and that's just like I was told that you put a plate on the table over there by where I was doing my meet and greet that had chicken in it. I said, Monique, first of all, you can't show me that picture, that plate and damn picture that you took. I said, whoever told you that, the right thing to do was say, Miss Arkansas, do you want this? Or if it's been there too long, throw it away. So it's like when they got to the airport while waiting on the plane to take off or whatever, all of them was in her ear talking.
Right. It's unfortunate because, you know, she did give you a break, and you got a lot of shows out of it. And what's great about it
Right.
is you got to play the Apollo as a professional.
And you know what, Mark? At first, when all this took place and the way it went down, yes, I was upset the way it went down, and I said all kinds of mean things about her. But like I say, I'm a firm believer in God, and I know how He works in my life, if not nobody else's life. And I asked Him to forgive me. And then I stopped going around saying bad things about her. What I just said wasn't bad, and it's the truth. But I just started going around, you know, when I do interviews, I just say how I thank her, you know, for allowing me to do those things with her. So I still wish her only the best, you know.
Right. And Monique, if you're watching or listening, please come on the Dark Mart show. I'd love to interview you.
Yeah, come on, Monique,
fan.
so I can I would in person.
We've had Academy Award nominees on this show, but never an Academy Award winner. So please, Monique.